In my excitement to summon for Pingu over on the JP version of the game, I was not able to get this video on this absolute bait banner out fast enough. And for that, for any brave soldiers that are subscribed to this channel that accidentally summoned on this absolute bait of a banner, I am truly sorry that I was not fast enough to save your Saint Quartz. But for everyone else that held out, you should absolutely not summon on this banner. It is 100% bait. They know what's coming out later on this year, and just to kind of go over some of this stuff, right? I have these characters pulled up, but I feel like it's better to just show, again, what is coming out later on this year, because that really does show, like, oh, this is what you want to be saving for, because the next couple of months are actually going to be extremely crucial over here on the English version of the game. Well, I do think Drake and Raiko are both pretty good servants. Lancer also needs a little bit of work, and Medea Lily is, I guess, a trophy servant to get. I mean, she's cute. She likes pancakes. At least from what I remember from her lore, she likes pancakes. Something like that. You know, she has like cute lore and everything, but not really exceptionally good that you're going to be using in like every fight at all whatsoever, right? She's not going to bring like a whole lot of power to your box. If you look at what's coming up next, boom, 20 million downloads campaign, free 5-star servant, and an absolute murderer's row of just strong OP servants, right? We're going to be getting the Guda Guda rerun, where both Mao Nobu and Okita Ult are going to be getting very strong buffs. Voyager's coming out, who, if you don't have Edmond Dantes, is extremely good in the Scotty meta. Berserker Musashi is coming back right before Castoria, and she's pretty much going to be like premium farming lady whenever Castoria comes out. Range is going to get her buff and come back around, and it's basically a second waiver on your account. Kama, one of the best quick single target DPS servants in the game, is going to be getting her banner, and then literally the best servant in the game, Castoria, comes out, right? I know it's arguable. We could argue in the comments whether we think Koyanskaya or Castoria is better. At the end of the day, I, again, prefer Castoria because she tends to be a little more lenient with her meta, whereas Koyanskaya wants specific things, like she wants you to have a 50% battery. She wants you to have like either a 30% battery and then to level up your append skill, which requires you to level up the bond of your servant and then invest in an additional skill, where Castoria can literally let you loop from 0% NP, because double Castoria gives you massive arts buffs, NP gain, 100% charge between the both of them, and you can literally refund 100% of your NP back. It's just absolutely insane. So this is an absolute bait banner, and they actually blindsided us with this, because look, if you see, it's not anywhere near here, right? They literally know that the Lasengo people absolutely 100 million bajillion percent know that we know about Castoria coming out, and they're trying to bait your Saint Quartz, right? Like, let's just look at some of these servants, right? Let's look at them, and like we'll just briefly do a little review on how good these servants are. Raiko's first skill is a very, very strong crit skill, right? This is extremely strong, right? It's basically like the usual 50% buff, except she gets 60%, right? She has a weird mana burst over here, but it's still a very good skill overall for helping her damage with her NP, and it gives her survivability, which is very strong in a DPS servant. And then she has just a really strong special damage mod that like just niches out into like so many different areas between demonic, earth, and sky, right? It's so many different things that she can hit. And then her NP down here is actually just a star bomb, right? Because she pops this, which gives her a 100% star generate on a 7-hit NP, when her her natural star gen is kind of bad, but this absolutely just gassing up her star gen can drop enough stars for her to suck up on her first skill and do really good crit damage. She's not bad by any stretch of the imagination. Has she been power crept a little bit? Somewhat so, right? Like, she's not the absolute god of the game that she was in year one when she came out, but she's still really strong. You can get a lot of mileage out of her. She still can put in work, but it's bait, right? It's absolutely 100% bait, right? They are literally baiting you because they know there are higher value servants coming out, right? That will do way more for your account later on this year. And so they're trying to bait you with Raika, whether it's because, you know, you have memories of her from year one, or obvious reasons. Same thing for Francis Drake. They're either trying to bait you for well, obvious reasons. Now, Drake, this is one that I think you could actually make a little bit more of a case for summoning on, because the fact that she is a 50% battery and is a Buster AoE servant automatically means she's going to be very good with Koyanskaya. But if you look at the way that they shape Drake with like the buff over here and how her NP shapes up to be, where it can just drop stars on demand and do big boy damage, right? It shapes her up to being a very strong servant in the Koyanskaya meta. I can understand people wanting to summon for Drake, but you can literally get her for free. If you see up here, they usually put like, oh, this servant is limited. She's not limited at all. You can grab her with the ticket. The servant is literally free. There are 2 5-star tickets, and if you really want Drake that much, get her for free and use the Saint Quartz on other servants, because you can't use a ticket on Musashi Berserker. You can't use a ticket on Castoria. I mean, when that happens, the game's probably gonna die, right? Because that means they're probably getting ready to pack stuff up. But like, you can get her for free if you really want her that bad. You have to use your Saint Quartz as wisely as possible, because you gotta understand, these are gacha games. They don't care about you, they just want your money. They're trying to drain you of all of your Saint Quartz because they know what the high value units are. They know what the units that are going to bring the lot of power to your box are going to be, and so they're trying to bait you guys. And I think the fact that this banner doesn't exist over here on like the JP version, like they never saw this banner, they never sniffed this banner coming, right? It's nowhere in here, I think is telling enough that they like absolutely know that we know what the high value servants are going to be. And then even like Lancer Artoria, again, maybe they're trying to bait, I don't know what they'd be trying to bait you with. I don't know what it could be. Let's think for a second. But like, she gets a buff here. This is really nice, but she still needs work, right? Like, as much as like I even personally really like Lancer Artoria Alter, she's like one of my favorite forms of Artoria, and just a few appearances that we've gotten from her, she's very interesting as like a fallen version of Rongominiad, but like she's just not up to snuff yet to be able to be like really have me just be like, yeah, you can go and summon for this servant, she's very, very high value, because you're just gonna have better Buster AoE Lancers in the future. So it's just like, they are absolutely trying to bait you guys, and you gotta keep the mind on the prize, okay? The prize of this year, I know you guys are gonna be sick of hearing it, but I'm going to keep drilling it into everybody's heads, because as someone that's been playing JP since Castoria came out, and as someone that has, you know, an account with and without Castoria, being someone that does not have Castoria once she comes out is absolutely brutal. It sucks, right? Because Castoria is absolutely broken. She makes farming really easy. You can pretty much use whoever you want with her. She makes boss fights very convenient with just all of the little things she does. I mean, people forget that she has a debuff cleanse to the entire party on her NP, dude. I'm taking that for granted already when I'm doing bosses on NA. I'm like, man, I wish I had Castoria, because I don't have to worry about like Aphrodite stunning me or something like that. And during that boss fight, it's just not even a concern, because boom, Castoria fires her NP, gives you massive attack buff, gives you defense, cleanses all your debuffs, right? Absolutely insane bonkers unit, okay? You got to keep your mind on the prize. And look, I'm doing it because I care about you guys, all right? You're going to get tired of it. It's going to be like, oh man, should I summon for the AoE Nero swimsuit banner over here? Be like, no, dummy, don't do that. You're a big dumb idiot if you do that, okay? And I will call you a big dumb idiot, all right? You come up to me, you DM me on Discord, you're like, hey man, I got freaking Gilgamesh over here. I got lucky with that. Why is Archer Anastasia in here? What are they doing? Okay, bro, like, grandorder.wiki, fix your website. This servant is not out right now. I just noticed, why is she here? Can you imagine on NA that they mess up and they accidentally release? Look, if they accidentally release her 2 years early, maybe it is worth summoning on this banner, but I just noticed, like, dude, why is she there? But I'm gonna keep being like, hey man, that's 3 Saint Quartz you're gonna put towards Castoria. I'll still be happy for you because it's really lucky, okay? I can't not be happy if you pulled like a 5-star in a single, but I'm still gonna call you a dumb idiot, okay? Because you gotta keep your mind on the prize, right? And in my opinion, if you're wanting to go for servants, I think realistically, If you have Scotty, you can maybe go for Voyager. If you're wanting to prep for Castoria, you can go for Musashi Berserker. If you want to just like maybe throw some Saint Quartz at range, because she's like a limited version of Waver, and it's really nice to have just an extra Waver in your account, especially because Waver will become free with the 5-star ticket. It's very useful to have something like that in your box. So maybe if you want to do that, maybe if you have Scotty, you can go for Kama, right? If you don't have Scotty, she's still good, don't get me wrong, but it's like, considering that Castoria is next right after her, it's very hard for me to say like, oh yeah, you don't have Scotty, go ahead and summon for her, when you could just get Castoria right here and then just pick up Kama the next time she comes out. So I hope this helps you guys. Hope this helps kind of like get your mind back on the prize. I'm gonna keep doing it literally every time. DW, Lysengal, some random dude in Japan, they can push out all these random banners they want, but the Chad ZTL is going to be sitting here steadfast being like, no, we will not summon. You're not going to crack us, buddy. You know, you're not going to get to our Saint Quartz. I'll protect everybody's Saint Quartz. I'll protect everybody's wallets, all right? I'm going to make sure as many people as possible get their grubby little mitts on Castoria, all right? Literally anti-Lysengal over here. Speaking of, if someone wants to make like a ZTL servant, it's like anti-Lysengal, you can DM that to me. I'll check it out. Do some little artwork or something, bro. Might be tight. But with that being said, again, at the very end, I got to throw in here, if Raikou, Drake, Medea Lily, or Lancer Artoria Altar, if any of these servants at the end of the day, if you rolled for them because they're your favorite servant, I can't fault you for that. Because at the end of the day, as much as I'm shilling for Castoria, and as much as I really know that if you can get your hands on Castoria, you're going to have a lot of fun with the game, because she just allows you to do so much fun things in the game. Like, she allows so much just shenanigans with art servants. At the end of the day, if one of these 4 servants is your favorite, I'm not going to stop you from summoning on them, right? Because there are servants that I will summon on, right? You'll probably see a summon video for someone random at some point, right? Like, you'll probably be like, Bleach Hub, or ZTL, sorry, Bleach Hub's the other channel. ZTL is summoning for Okita. He doesn't even have Scotty. Why is he summoning? It's like, because I just really like Okita. Like, Okita is one of my favorite servants, right? Like, I like her a lot. So, like, at the end of the day, I can't fault people for summoning for servants that are their favorites, but I do gotta say, if you can absolutely help it, if you can hold on, don't summon, all right? Hope this helps you guys stay strong. With all that being said, leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I will catch you guys in the next video.